nailed it too. Yeah, screaming some that. That's it, guys. I'm done. I'm over it. I'm sick of it. I'm quarantining myself to my truck this weekend. I'm over it. Disconnecting my phone, disconnecting from pretty much all of civilization. Not all the way out of civilization, but for the most part. It has felt so good to say, guys, look at my truck. Oh my God, look at my truck. It's just filled with crap everywhere. But it's a good thing. It's a really, really good thing, I think. I think it's a good idea. It may be a terrible idea. I'm going to Lake Murray and I'm going to be staying the weekend in my truck. I'm living homeless for a little while. I've got my crappie rods packed, 2 other spinning rod and reels packed for striper. I'm not going to be doing any trolling for any striper. We're going to be on the small boat. We're not taking the big striper boat. So with that being said, I'm loading the boat up. I will touch base with you guys back when I'm in the truck. It's going to be a cool weekend just to get away from all this nonsense, all this bull crap. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be awesome. Thanks for hanging out with me. Also note the amount of charging crap that has to go on for this type of trip to happen. I have 1, 2, 3 battery packs, a phone charging, a tablet charging, a flashlight charging, a headlamp. You gotta have your GoPros, all kinds of crap, man. Pulling into this first little cove, not too far away from the boat dock. Just really trying to get everything shook out. Trying to get out of the wind for right now. It's really windy out on the main lake. So right now, I'll just kind of give you guys a rundown what I got tied on. I've just got this little bitty kind of orange and chartreuse jig. And I do have a little bit of a bobber there. The reason I did that, it's a little different than what I'm used to fishing, but the water temperature is almost 70 degrees back here. And the local guy that I bought my crappie minnows from told me that these crappie are way up shallow. So I'm gonna have to cast to visual structure and try to work that jig back. That's all we're gonna do. We're just gonna go cast around this little jig, wait until the sun goes down a little bit, let the wind die down, and we'll see what happens. I know you guys can pretty much barely see me. Clearly, since I didn't show you guys catching any fish during the daytime, I did not catch any fish. But I mean, that's not a bad. I mean, it's a bad thing, but also not a bad thing. I did a lot of riding around. I think I've decided if I'm gonna fish for several hours tonight. If I can't figure out how to catch a couple crappie, at least, or start marking some fish, I think I may get up early in the morning. And I ain't made my mind up yet. I'm teetering on going back to not really my home lake, but a lake that I know really well, Lake Wiley, and going there and crappie fishing tomorrow night. Tomorrow night it's supposed to be really warm again. But right now, pretty much, just to give you guys a run through what I'm doing, I've got an underwater green light. You can see right there. And then I've just got 2 poles. I've got one pole here and one pole here, and they have a live crappie minnow on each of them. I've got the one on the right, I've got it pretty much all the way down on the bottom, but about 2 foot off, basically 2 cranks off the bottom. The other one, I've got it kind of suspended in the middle of the water column, which is this is the setup that I use on Wiley, and it's very, very effective. So anyway, I just want to give you guys an update, what's going on. I don't know how long I'm gonna fish tonight. Really just trying to play it by ear. Oh, that right there was a daggum box. Oh, fish on, fish on. Dang, this is good fish. that, guys. Little bitty old hybrid striper. You see how his see how the fins or the stripes are kind of checkered? It means that's a hybrid, but that's pretty daggum cool. That right there was a good fight on the little bitty crappie setup. That was nice. I was able to get a fish on film actually to bite. He absolutely nailed it too. So that's pretty cool. Maybe we'll get into some here in a minute. I'm gonna get this hook out and I'm gonna get this fish put back. Well, that was a very, very rough start, but really just trying to get a feel for the lake, get a feel for what's going on. We wanted to fish for a couple hours. It's 10:52. I've got the truck, boat out of the water, everything packed in. I'm probably gonna change clothes, put some gym shorts on and a tank top. I'm gonna crawl in the back, and that's where I'm gonna sleep. Let's get some good night's sleep. I'll see you guys in the morning. I'll show you a little bit of a game plan. Right here's where we're at. Yeah, I'm currently sitting in my truck right here in this parking lot. So we got a boat ramp here and a boat ramp here. With the direction of the wind's coming like this. So I tried to focus everything on this side of the island. Plus this water had a little more clarity. This was really muddy back over in here yesterday. So where I focused a lot of my efforts at last night was off down in this area here. This is where I caught some of those small striper, was right here. And then I ran back up and fished this point here, kind of in this little opening, but didn't see anything. So then I ran all the way back up, turned around, and come all the way back up the river to this bridge. And I fished this bridge, but did no good. And that was the last place that I fished. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in, and I'm actually going to go more towards the main lake. Which, I mean, technically it's all the main lake, but I think I'm going to go and start somewhere like right in here. Because it looks like this is kind of wooded area. So it looks like maybe I can find some brush piles setting off these points, maybe a couple of lay down trees, a couple docks through here too. And just throw a bobber with a jig, and then also look, you know, out around these islands off in here and watch for some birds diving and try to catch some striper maybe if they're schooling. So that's the idea. Big lake. This up here, this is where we normally fish. I say normally, whenever we come up here trolling for striper in the dead of the summer, we're trolling over here next to the dam. So just a big lake, a lot of water to cover. See if we can figure it out. All right, got the boat in the water. It's at the dock, letting the motor warm up. I had to park all the way over here at the second boat ramp. That's how many people is on this lake today. It's the hottest day of the year. I don't like lakes being this busy, but that comes whenever people's been cooped up in the cold and the rain all year. But it's a big lake, so there's enough water and fish to go around for right now. I think there's enough fish. We gotta find them. I haven't found them yet. Fingers crossed we can get a couple bites today. Worst comes to worst, we're gonna go old school. Bobber with a live minnow around boat docks. I don't want to do that. I would like to be able to catch them on a jig, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to get the bites. See if we can make it happen. see if we can get one on film. Basically, you got this point that comes out, and these fish are just sitting on this back side of this point because you got current coming in this way. And as soon as it comes over that point, that's typically when I'm getting bites. I don't know if there's anything to it or not, but I've been just slowly reeling it, but I didn't get any bites, so I started just kind of doing really small twitches as I'm reeling it, and it seems like that triggers a little bit more of a reaction bite. Alright guys, so I finally started to catch a couple. I'm getting a couple bites on this thing right here. It's just a white jig head with a saltwater assassin white paddle tail on it. Making long cast on this secondary point where I marked all those shad and seeing those fish busting on top of the water. They're not big, they're just, you know, small striper, fun size to catch. I did catch one big white perch while I'm sitting here making casts. I've got a live bait rig off each side with a small crappie minnow and a gold hook, and essentially I'm just casting and watching, and whenever these rods just double over, I run back here and pick it up and get it out of the rod holder. So hopefully we get into some that is cloudy, overcast, a little bit of wind blowing, absolutely perfect conditions to catch some fish. So we'll get up here and make a couple more casts and see if we can get into some more fish. Finally, we caught us another one. After many moves, finally marked some fish in here. Little bitty old guys. But I will take him. Because we have been getting our butts handed to us. Right there, put your fluffy. That's all we've been catching. Been a slow go, but it's good to feel a little tug on the line. A little bitty old striper, a little bitty old thing. He needs to grow up and get big, so I can catch him in the summer and take him home and eat him. He gets a pass for now, though. I'll show you guys kind of what I'm doing here. If you guys have been keeping up with the channel, I've done a video before on how I do this. Essentially, I just got a little bitty gold hook, a couple split shots up here, and on these rods I'm running 10 pound test braid, and then I'm running a 6 pound test monofilament leader. And all I'm doing is taking a live minnow. Bear with me here. Let me get a good bait. There's a good bait. Try to get the best bait possible. And all I'm doing, if he will cooperate with me, is I'm hooking him straight under his dorsal fin, just enough so that he can't pull off the hook, but not so far down that I'm gonna kill him. You can see how active he is, just like that. All I'm doing is I'm marking several fish down around the 10 to 15 foot mark, and all I'm doing is I'm just letting it out about 12 foot. And I know you guys are gonna be like, well, how you know that's 12 foot? Well, it's just, I kind of just know from putting it in the water so many times, crappie fishing, and then just putting it in the rod holder and letting her go. Makes me feel good that that one got a bite so fast. So I think what I may do is I'm actually going to take one of these rods and go and convert it back over to a live bait rig. So that way I've got 3 rods out that are fishing for these little bitty striper that are swimming around down in here. So see if we can catch some more. Oh, smokes. Guys, this daggum jig was laying on the bottom when I was reeling it up, and something hit it on the way up. This is the biggest fish of the trip. Oh, it's a good striper. It's a good striper. Come here, don't you do it. Don't you do it. Oh, I got you. Holy smokes. Now that right there is what I've been trying to catch. Oh, fun size striper right there. Oh, there's a bunch of them down there. That's pretty cool. I mean, I was reeling it straight up, and that's when he hit it. What a pretty fat fish. God, good stuff. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna throw that son of a gun right back out there. See if we can catch some more. Oh, see if we can catch some more big ones like that. That's not big, but it's the biggest one of the day, biggest one so far. That's fun right there. Put him back. All I did is I had that daggum thing. It was. Oh, we got a bite. We got a bite. Yeah, there's one. That's old perch there. The old white perch. Mean. They are fun to catch when you can get into them. Good stuff. There's another fish. Got some bite on this one. Fish for his little rod, his little line. This one feels heavy. It's screaming some grass. It's crazy. I caught all these fish on this one here. I caught the first one on right over on the left. He ain't done yet. Top of the old noggin. That's the fun size there, man, on 6-pound test line. A little bitty old crappie minnow. I'm so happy that we finally are catching some daggum fish, man. How freaking awesome is that? What a fun fight. But these guys are, there's the season on them. They have to be a certain size during this time of year. And right now I'm not looking to keep any of these guys, so we're doing only catch and release here. So we'll let him go a little bit bigger. Come back and play with us again someday. There we go. Beginning to get a little worried. Uh-oh. A good old strap. Now, quit messing. I'm gonna let you go. Quit messing. Quit. Holy smokes. Man, these things are pissed off when you get them in the boat. Smokes. Another little one. It's the first one we caught off this side of the boat. It's funny how, like, one side of the boat you can catch more fish on it for some reason. There he is. Put him back. Scoop. Alrighty. So again, just getting a minnow. Hooking him straight through the back, just like so. And we're just gonna drop him down about 12, 13 foot. We're setting in about 18 foot of water. About right there. Let me put it in the rod holder and wait. Well, guys, that is it for today's video. I have decided I am not going to spend the night here at Lake Murray again. In fact, I am actually going to head towards Lake Wiley. I'm going to go there and fish tonight and try to get on to some crappie. It's what I come down here to Murray to try to do, but unfortunately, I couldn't make it happen. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button in the top left corner. It means the world to me. Trying to grow this thing to 100,000 subscribers, and every time you hit that subscribe button, it gets me one step closer to my goal. So thank you for taking time out of your busy day to hang out with me here. Stick with me. I'm gonna be bringing some cool stuff hopefully this summer. So we got a lot of fishing left. Still got turkey season coming up. It's gonna be a good year, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me.